Michael Carrick has hinted at rotating his Manchester United squad for the final 3 games of the season. Man United face Sunderland this weekend, knowing Champions League football has already been secured, with a top 3 finish now the target. To confirm finishing above fierce rivals Liverpool, whom they beat at Old Trafford last Sunday, United require at least 4 points from games against Sunderland, Nottingham Forest and Brighton. However, with the pressure now off, Carrick has suggested that he may look to give some of his fringe players a chance, starting at the Stadium of Light. "I think every player in the squad has been fantastic," he said, during his pre-match press conference. "Some have played more than others, it's been difficult, but the respect the players have shown each other is great to see and what we need. That's the challenge of training and not having as many games, a balance we've had to make the most of. Coming into these games, it's something we're aware of, and still trying to get good results as well." Manuel Ugarte, Mason Mount and Tyrell Malacia are among the Man United squad players hoping to see their minutes increase before the end of the season. Bruno Fernandes will almost certainly not be rested as he goes in search of the 2 assists he needs to break the record for number of assists in a Premier League campaign. Lisandro Martinez is available for selection after serving a 3-match ban, but Benjamin Sesko is a doubt with a shin problem that forced him off at halftime against Liverpool. Reports from Brazil this week had suggested that the Brazilian Football Confederation had reached an agreement to rest Matheus Cunha for the remainder of the season ahead of the World Cup. As per the Mirror, though, United have made it clear that no talks have taken place and that Cunha will have a huge role to play in the culmination of the season. Meanwhile, Manchester United are about to submit a bid to sign exciting Bournemouth striker Eli Junior Krupi, according to SportsBoom. Man United Chiefs can start planning for a huge 2026-27 season after confirming their return to the Champions League following their 3-2 win against Liverpool at Old Trafford on Sunday afternoon. The Red Devils had big plans for this summer even before they qualified for Europe's elite club competition for the first time since the 2023-24 campaign, but they can ramp them up as they look set to secure a 3rd-place finish, barring any major collapse in their final 3 Premier League fixtures. Central midfield is the priority position for United this summer, with the club looking to bring in at least 2, and potentially even 3, players in that position ahead of the anticipated exits of Casemiro and Manuel Ugarte. The club is said to have allocated around £150 million for that mission, according to one report, although they are also said to be looking at other positions including a left winger, left back, striker and potentially even a centre back. According to SportsBoom, Man United are looking for a young icon to add goals to their attack this summer, with their scouts monitoring Junior Krupi for weeks. Indeed, they are reported to have watched the 19-year-old in person in his last 2 appearances against Leeds United and Crystal Palace, with the Frenchman scoring in both games and labelled as a world-class talent by teammate Marcus Tavernier. Transfermarkt label the teenager as a centre-forward, who has also played as a false 9 and an attacking midfielder for the Cherries this season, took his tally to 12 Premier League goals in 30 appearances with his goal against the Eagles last time out. Impressed with what they've seen, United are said to be preparing a bid worth £43 million plus bonuses, for a player Bournemouth signed for £10 million in 2025. The South Coast side are only willing to let the player go if they receive an offer that is impossible to refuse, with the iPaper reporting that the Cherries value him at £100 million. United certainly don't have a clear path to any potential deal for Junior Krupi. SportsBoom report that as well as the Red Devils, he is also being considered by Premier League rivals Arsenal, Liverpool and Chelsea too. Arsenal and Liverpool are said to both admire the youngster's tactical flexibility in attack, with the former viewing him as a modern forwarder who would fit perfectly into Mikel Arteta's system. Meanwhile, Chelsea are said to have had some contact with the players' representatives, although the Blues are behind Bournemouth in the Premier League table and not even guaranteed European football next term as it stands. Champions League giants Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain are also monitoring the 19-year-old, with the former seeing him as a strong backup option for their attack, and the latter wanting to bring the exciting Frenchman back to his home country. Meanwhile, Napoli sporting director Giovanni Manna has confirmed the club will sign Manchester United striker Rasmus Højlund this summer, per the Mirror. Højlund joined the Serie A side on loan in the previous summer transfer window. He has impressed with his performances in Italy, scoring 14 goals and creating 6 assists in 41 appearances. Napoli will trigger the £38 million buyout clause in his contract. The Denmark international has already agreed a new and improved long-term deal with the Blues. Højlund began his career at HUI and Brøndby before moving to fellow Danish outfit Copenhagen in 2020. His impressive performances for the Superliga club earned him a transfer to Sturm Graz, and then he moved to Atalanta for £14.6 million. United splashed £72 million to secure Højlund's services in 2023, but he failed to make the desired impact in the Premier League. The Dane managed just 26 goals in 95 appearances across all competitions. United decided to cut their losses on the forward, allowing him to join Napoli on loan last summer. The Red Devils brought in Benjamin Sesko, who has hit the ground running at Old Trafford. Højlund has also revived his career in Italy, playing a pivotal role to help his side do well this season. Napoli currently sit second in the Serie A table, and have won the Italian Super Cup by beating Bologna in the final.